Hello, beautiful beings. I'm going to be doing a collective card pull today. So this is for everybody that is watching. I'm just smudging with my white sage, cleaning the space out. And of course, it is actually the 1st of July, 2022 today. It's a new moon in Cancer. So there's a lot of new beginnings. We are halfway through the year and the energy is absolutely divine. So if you're watching this, I'm just going to invite you now just to allow the beautiful white sage smoke to cleanse your aura, to balance your meridians before we begin. I'm also going to invite you to drop your barriers, open your heart, and be willing to receive the information that you are ready to receive. We're going to be using the rose quartz today to support us. The rose quartz is a beautiful crystal and it's very much focused on the heart chakra. So right now, with what's going on in the collective energy, we really do require a lot of love and compassion, really towards ourselves and those around us as well. We have people waking up all the time. And what I mean by that is our conscious awareness is amplifying, it is expanding. So we may see things that we haven't seen before, and this is happening with everybody around us. So you may be all of a sudden interested in mediumship or something like meditation, or all of a sudden you might be attracted to the beach or the forest. You may be attracted to spiritual mentors, or you may just see the world through a different lens with less judgment, because being conscious means we're not in judgment. It means we're more in awareness, okay? And to be conscious is to be still. So the doing does not make you consciously aware. It's actually those times of being present in the moment, and in the stillness is when we grow our conscious awareness. Okay, so I'm using a deck today, which is my first deck, I believe, and it's this one here, which is the Fairies. So from Doreen Virtue. I love these. They are very easy to read. I quite often use these in my program, Magnificent Mediumship. So this is really a collective reading and a clearing as well. So now I just want you to close your eyes for a moment and just think, ask a question or think about a situation that is close to your heart. I want you to drop those barriers, open in your heart, and ask for the answers that you have been waiting for, or the direction and the clarity that you've been waiting for. So just asking now what it is that you would like guidance on. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's our card. We've got a jumper. Because it's a jumper, I'm just going to pop it to the side. And there's actually no surprises on that one, what that one was. Okay, so what I'm feeling, and I haven't looked at the cards yet, but what I'm feeling is the collective energy is actually impacting you. Okay, so of course, this is no surprise because you are an energetic being. But somewhere in your life, in this life and in past life, previous lives, you have been conditioned to think that you are alone, you are individual. When you die, there is nothing. So it's kind of like this separation that has been really programmed into your psyche, into your mindset. So today is an invitation to step into your energetic self. And what I mean by that is actually recognizing that you're not just a human, you're actually a spirit and a soul. Okay, so I like to call it the 3-in-1. You're the human, you're the spirit, and you're the soul, right? So you are separate entities, but together you are one. And the same with our planet, the same with the humans on the planet, separate entities, but still we are one. So your thoughts can be connected into what is happening with the collective. And right now, the collective, the polarity is very strong. So where we're having this kind of mass awakening and this consciousness within us is expanding, there's also this energetic kind of darkness, which is the opposite to that, because we always have opposites here on planet Earth. So just watch your mindset, watch the words coming out, consciously speak, watch your patterns, okay, your patterns about, what are you repeating? You might start being aware of your patterns, that you're repeating a pattern. It might be a problem with people, right? You just keep getting these problems with people or in relationships, or maybe you just keep getting broke over and over and over again. Just notice if you're creating a pattern and whether those patterns are connected in with what is happening in the world right now. Very, very important to recognize that, the good and the bad, so to speak, are actually deeply connected. So wherever you may see the negativity in the world, there's actually the growth of the good, the beautiful, the light in that as well. So never, ever give up. The card that I've pulled for you is love life. Okay. So we are individual, beautiful beings, and we have to love ourselves. At the same time, the more we love ourselves, the more overflow we have of love to give to others. And the same goes for money. The more money we have, we can look after ourselves, our human, our families, the more we can give to others. So this card is it's like a dark kind of reddy color. I don't know if you can see that. It looks kind of purple on screen. It's like a purpley red color. And it's really just telling me to ground down and to come back to yourself, to love yourself and be willing to let your inner child come out to play. The children of the world at the moment are very big in the collective. We're getting a lot of disclosures about things that have not been good in this world, but also we are having a new range of babies coming through that are here to help heal the world. The children of our world at the moment are the catalyst for change, right? Because they're coming through and they are demanding change in this world. So if you do have children, I'm going to invite you to listen to your children, watch your children, and acknowledge the wisdom that they are holding, because they are the change makers, and we should be really listening to what their interesting perspective is on the world, because they are the ones that are going to really help us raise our vibration. So the other thing about the children right now is you have your inner child within you now. It doesn't matter if you are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Your inner child is your soul, right? So don't forget who you were when you were 7, 8, 9, because that is who you truly be, right? So bringing forward the playfulness, the flirtiness, that beautiful energy of what it means to have fun and joy and utilize the child energy within you by being activated by the children around you. Okay, so this again is connected to love, because the inner child deserves and requires that love. So do the children around us. And then of course we get to flow that on to the people that we love. And the card that we pulled out today was the daughter card. The answer to your questions involves your daughter. Now, this is a two-way card, because as you can see, the theme is children, and you can probably see my children up there in the corner there, the little loves of my life. They activated my mediumship gifts. But what I really see here as well is she's a bit of a flower, this one. She's hanging off a flower, and she is a flower. I've never noticed that before. It's not just about if you have a daughter. It's really about the children around you. It's really about your inner child. Okay, it's just that reminder. And those two cards that I pulled out are both those colors, the same colors. It's about really grounding down and nurturing the inner child, and then acknowledging what it is that you want to be and choose in this world now, letting those magic and miracles land while you're in the presence to let them land. So the hustle mode's not going to work anymore, and the hamster wheel's not going to work anymore, simply because it's old paradigm. Okay, so we need to start listening to the kids and our own inner child. Okay, so those of you that do have daughters, and there may be something coming up for your daughter, right? There may be something coming up for her that you need to listen to. So everyone's going to be a little bit different, because it's a collective. So something will pop out at you and it will be different for everybody else. Okay, so the last card I've pulled for you is practice, practice, practice. It's another ready card. So again, it's really emphasizing the rooting down, the being human, but allowing the expansion of the consciousness, getting out of the judgment, but getting into the what else is possible with me, with my inner child, with my love life, with my money circumstances. What else is possible with creating more? And this just reminds me of magic and miracles, because we see this beautiful little pixie fairy, and she is sitting there with her animal. She's sitting there with her unicorn, and she is in the play mode. Okay. So practice, practice, practice is it's like, well, how can I practice being present? How can I practice meditating? How can I practice the self-talk or the self-love? Or how can I practice the new skill that I'm being called towards? So you know the answer for that. What are you being called towards? What do you require to practice? What do you require to add into your life on a personal level? And maybe it's really about using a question like, who does it belong to? Return to sender. For if you're an empath and you're really buying into what's happening in the collective right now, or maybe it's about that surrender, the surrendering and allowing yourself to be at peace with what you are creating and letting the magic unfold. So this has been a collective reading, and I hope and I trust that you got something out of this consciously and unconsciously. This has also been a beautiful blessing and a clearing. Until next time, namaste.